You're at a funeral. The room is silent. Everyone is dressed in black. And then someone drops something, or says the wrong word, or makes a face. And you feel it rising, that horrible, unstoppable urge to laugh. You clamp your jaw shut, your shoulders shake, your eyes water, and somewhere in the back of your mind, a voice whispers, "What is wrong with me?" Nothing. Nothing is wrong with you. In fact, what's happening in that moment is one of the most fascinating things your brain ever does.
In the next few minutes, we're going to understand exactly why humans laugh at the worst possible times, and what it reveals about how your mind actually protects you.
Here's what most people assume. Laughter means you're happy, or you find something funny. Simple equation. Funny thing happens, brain laughs. But that's not what laughter actually is. Laughter is a pressure valve. Your nervous system is constantly managing emotional load. Stress, grief, fear, shock. And when that load spikes too fast, too high, your brain needs somewhere for it to go. Think about the last time you laughed so hard at something that wasn't even that funny. Chances are, you were already running on a full emotional tank. The laugh wasn't about the joke. The joke was just the exit. Now, imagine that same system, except the emotional load isn't stress from a bad day. It's the unbearable weight of grief, of sitting in a room full of people trying very hard not to fall apart. And then someone mispronounces a name, and your nervous system goes, "There's the exit." But here's where it gets genuinely wild.
Researchers studying inappropriate laughter found something unexpected. It doesn't come from a breakdown in emotional control. It comes from too much of it. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for social regulation, is working overtime. It's suppressing tears, suppressing sounds, managing your face, reading the room. It's doing 100 things at once. Picture this. Your brain is a circuit board running at full capacity. Every emotional channel is maxed out. And when a single incongruous signal, something absurd, something small, something wrong, cuts through that noise, the circuit briefly trips. The result is laughter. Not because anything is funny, because your brain needed somewhere to breathe. There's even a name for this in clinical psychology: nervous laughter, or emotional incongruence response. It shows up in grief, in anxiety, in shock, and it's been documented across every culture on Earth. Imagine if laughter wasn't a sign of how little you care, but of how much.
Here's the part most people miss. Laughter at serious moments isn't a malfunction. It's evidence that you're overwhelmed and that your brain loves you enough to protect you from the full force of what you're feeling, even just for a second. The people who laugh at funerals aren't cold. They're often the ones who feel the most. And the next time it happens to you, that awful, shaking, silent laugh in the worst possible moment, maybe instead of shame, you can feel something closer to understanding. Your brain is doing its job. It's just a very human job. If that reframed something for you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And subscribe to Brain Bulb Lab. We're here every week, turning the strangest parts of being human into something that finally makes sense.